I want to give you 5 things to consider before you share intuitive, psychic, channeled information. So say you are getting a big time message for somebody, and this could be in the context of being out and about, maybe at your house with your friend, or when you're in session in your coaching or healing session with someone. And so how do you know if you should share something with someone that you're getting? This is tricky. And of course, it is very much a case-by-case basis, but I want to give you 5 important things to consider. Number 1 is definitely consent. You want your work to be consensual. You want your spiritual work to be consensual. This means that you need to have permission from that person to share. Sometimes when you're in a container, a coaching, healing container, there's a bit of consent that's already been established. So you know that you're okay to share something with someone. But especially if you're just out and about or you're with a friend, you want to ask them, hey, I'm getting something around this. Are you open to me sharing it? And sometimes it can help to say things like, I don't know if this resonates with you. If it doesn't, no big deal. Or to ask a follow-up, hey, does that resonate with you? I'm not sure why I was getting it in that way. To get their feedback, that's also going to help you if you're kind of in the stage of practicing and gaining confidence, how you're going to feel about the information that you're bringing through. But number 1 is consent. Don't just walk up to people and say, hey, your grandma just told me blah, blah, blah. That's not okay. That's gross. Don't do it. Don't ever do it. And even in context of session work, make sure that you have proper consent with people, that they understand that you might be receiving guidance or you might be feeling something and you're going to share that, but it's always coming back to if it's really resonating with them and if it has some kind of meaning for them. We have to be careful in these realms because people take things that psychic people or channels say with a lot of weight and they can carry it around for a long time. So that brings me to number 2, which is the inner check-in. Check-in. Should I ask? Should I share this? Is it important to share this? Is this for the person's highest and best that I share this? In my heart, does this feel right? Does it feel expansive and opening? Or does it feel contractive and pulling me down energetically? Is this the right time for this information to come through? It might not be, but it might be just there for you to know something about this person that might help you help them without saying these words exactly as you're getting them or understanding them. So that inner check-in is really important, that you can take a moment to listen more deeply before the thing pops out of your mouth. Sometimes, as a channel, things just pop out of your mouth. So that's why it's really important to have consent and also to know what the relationship is. Number 3, what's your relationship to this person? How much weight are they going to put on what you're saying? How much do they trust you? If you say something that triggers them, is that going to cause them to contract and not trust you, to blame you, to demonize you, to project on you, or to give up their power to you in a way that would be unhealthy for them? It's important to understand what the relationship dynamic is. It's also important to understand that if you start reading people, if you start just reading your friends all the time, you might become that person to them, and then they might kind of other you a little bit. So kind of feel into, is this the kind of relationship I want to have with this person? And am I willing to cross a line there where this is my friend and now this friend might ask for my advice in a different way than they used to? And so what is the relationship? do they trust you? Do they trust you if you say something to them that's very hard for them to hear, that's very challenging? Are they going to trust you enough to be able to sit with it, to be able to look at themselves, to be able to feel perhaps the pain underneath what you're telling them? Because sometimes the stuff that's really going to help people is hard to hear. So that's number 3. Number 4 is, what's the container, right? Somebody at the grocery store that you're going to talk to them about their dead brother, that might not be the right container. They might be needing to take care of their kid. They might be needing to rush off to another thing. They might not be in the right mind space for this experience right now. What's the container that you're in? Are you in a safe container? Is there some sort of expectation, this is also kind of going back to consent, that this might occur, that this might happen, that you might receive intuitive information? And who is this person? Also back to relationship, like what is their relationship to intuitive information? Oh, they might be really triggered by that. They might come from a fundamentalist background that says that intuitive psychic channeled information is evil. So know your audience is a big piece. And, is this person going to be able to ask you more questions? Are you available for that? Are you energetically, emotionally, spiritually stable enough to manage what might come up for this person, to manage their emotions, to manage the impact on their heart that they might experience in that moment, to manage their expectations of you now? So this is the container. You and they are in this container. And also in the container might be other people. So is what you're saying might make that person feel they're being poked or singled out or judged, or you're being hard on them in some kind of way. Just be aware that there's the container of you and them, and maybe you're in a group situation, and then what's that going to cause and create? Number 5 is your vocabulary. So what words are you actually using? What is the word that you are using? Now, a lot of times when you're sitting with someone and you're receiving information and you get a word, and this word just won't leave you alone, and you're having a conversation, but in a part of your mind, there's just this word or phrase or sentence that will not stop. And I found that often that exact phrase is the exact thing that's going to allow them to see or experience something. But that sometimes that exact phrase or that exact word can be challenging for them. It can be challenging for you. Maybe you have a relationship to a certain information that you're bringing through, and you're also like, okay, I wouldn't usually use this word, which is oftentimes when you know that you're getting something good or you're getting something precise, is like, I would never use that word. I would never say that phrase. I would never hear it. I would never say that thing. I've never heard myself say that before. Is a pretty good sign that you're not just making it up, which is what everybody worries, that they're just making things up. So be aware of the vocabulary that's there, and sometimes the vocabulary needs to be precise, and sometimes you need to do that inner check-in, remember that one, and tune in, is this the right word? Maybe this word feels a little hard or harsh. Are we sure this is the right word? Checking in and seeing, taking some time, taking some space to go, okay, maybe there's a different word. And then sometimes you'll try to massage that word and you'll get, no, please use the word we're asking you to use. So I hope that this is helpful. Remember, your 5 things are consent, the inner check-in, relationship, the container, and your vocabulary. And so this should help you in those moments when you're like, ugh, should I or shouldn't I? Should I or shouldn't I? And good luck with your practice. And I hope that this helps. I'm Catherine Bird, and I train and mentor healers and spiritual practitioners, and I teach channeling and mediumship and other kinds of developmental skill work. And if you're interested, please reach out.